Who do you want to fight?
It's good to see Poirier get that win the weekend. That makes this the quadrilogy, and we'll say the real trilogy, the finish of it, to put an end to it, to put a finish to it. That is a huge bout right now. So I anticipated the result would go that way, and I was happy to see it. And that's a big one for sure. Obviously, I've got the Diaz trilogy. That's what I had said for the Sphere. There was cold water put on that publicly off the bat, and I wasn't happy with that. So I'm not that. I mean, I need discussion or conversation, because if I lose interest, I'm not getting anything back, and I just drift off, my man. So I hope I can get something in and get dialed in.
What's the noise with Chandler? Because obviously you did tough.
Chandler, of course. Yeah, that's it. I would assume that would be the first one.
Yep.
I would assume that would be the first one. Maybe Makhachev and Poirier fight for the title in July. I don't think Poirier will be ready. He said something about ribs or something like that. And then there was a bit going on the head and whatnot after the bell. Maybe some reflection after he got knocked. It was a bad knockout he suffered in that fight against Gaethje. And so you just don't know where anyone's at really mentally or whatnot. But again, I'll revert back to this. That's because that just happened the weekend. That's why it's recently in my head and when I'm speaking on it. It's the opponent doesn't matter. I just wish for a nice run up, a bit of transparency, and let me go over it again.
Just finally, back to the movie. Obviously, working with Jake, there's a little bit of UFC in there as well. What was it like being able to bring Jake into your world for? I mean, you filmed a ceremonial weigh-in, but it was at a weigh-in, wasn't it? It was at a proper weigh-in for John Jones. So what was that like?
Yeah, so I was there also. I was present, with the crew and with the team. And obviously, the UFC fans we are about as real as it gets. So they see an acting set come on and something like that's not the real fight, they're not going to respond well to it. So we kind of were aware of that, but we wanted the pop. So I got out into the crowd, and I was the pop. I got the crowd riled up, and then I was the fan. So like back in the day, and still to this day. So it worked out very well. And when the scenes break in from he's asleep in the car and he's a bit slumber, and then it kicks into the walk in the UFC, I light up. For me watching that, I think it was worth every bit of effort to get it and make it happen, because it brought the movie to life for me.
Listen, congratulations on it, because I've no doubt there was a lot of pressure on you, obviously stepping into this world. When people watch this, I think they're going to be impressed with you doing what you do.
Appreciate that, thank you.
And I'm sure that there'll be calls for you to do it again, but from us as fight fans,
let's rock and roll, Adam. Let's rock and roll.
I want to see Notorious doing his thing.
Man. God bless you, sir.